Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your mid-October through mid-November love and relationship reading. I'm Psychic Medium Eric, bringing you Gemini's your mid-October through mid-November love and relationship reading. I want to thank all viewers and subscribers. I love all the comments. You guys have been great. Like I said, this isn't my channel. This is our channel where we can grow and learn from. If you'd like a private reading, check my description box, and you will get all the information you need to get a private reading. Like I said, this has been a joy and a pleasure to bring this to you. I have a new format for the love and relationship readings. I'm actually spreading them out. I'm separating the singles and from the couples. I decided to do that so singles can take something away from my readings and couples can take something away from my readings. And hopefully all the messages you get help, okay? All right. So, let's get right down to it. Gemini singles first. Gemini singles, your overall energy is the Four of Cups, which is interesting though because you got a passing card called the Six of Cups, and your current card is the Two of Swords. So some of you might be very nostalgic right now. You guys, I feel like some of you guys are daydreaming about past or daydreaming about past partners. Some of you might be whether to decide. Some of you might be trying to decide whether to contact somebody from your past or someone who you like. I feel like some of you have an urge to contact somebody from your past, you know, someone who you really want to hook up with again. I feel like it's almost, with the reading, it's almost like an overwhelming urge with the Six of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Two of Swords. Yeah, you're trying to decide, you know, if it's a good idea to. But believe it or not, some of you will be hooking up with people in the past because you got the strengthening bond. So some of you might make that decision to for you singles, some of you might be thinking about an ex and you might be thinking about hooking back up with them again. All right, yeah, because I get the strengthening bonds card, and yeah, some of you might be with the Six of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Two of Swords. Yeah, some of you are deciding to some of you might be deciding to you know, maybe you're thinking about an ex. You might be thinking about, you know, what if, you know, would it work again? So and you're at a, I feel like you're trying to decide that right now. With strengthening bonds, yeah, I feel like some of you are going to reach out to some past people from your past or past friends, or maybe even hooking up with a past lover too. I've also got the compassion card too, an angel card for you singles out there. Basically asking you to have compassion with yourself, especially if things. I know some relationships in the past, maybe they've gone wrong, but they just were not meant to work at that time. You know, because like everything happens in its own timing. So sometimes a relationship may not work at that time, but all of a sudden they might work now because the circumstances are different. So if that's the case and there's nothing to really worry about or regret, you have compassion for yourself or that situation, because those circumstances might not have been your fault or even your partner's fault either. It might have just been circumstances where the timing wasn't right. Okay, you guys have as your base the Ace of Pentacles, which is great because it's the same card as this, the Strengthening Bonds card. So yeah, some of you might actually reach out and you might actually, you know what, you might actually gain something. Whether it's peace of mind, closure, or maybe hooking back up again. So some of you are definitely going to be doing that. Some of you, like I said, some of you are going to be getting closure on things. Some of you might be actually be hooking up with your past people from your life. But even so, this could also be a partner coming in that might be an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. Yeah, because you have, like I said, so some of you might have exes who were, or exes who might have been have an earth sign, or have earth, or they could be like an earth sign. Okay, what you have above you is the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, some of you guys are definitely going to be hooking up with some past people for you Geminis out there. Especially for your singles. Some of you actually might rekindle a relationship, I feel like. Yeah, because right now you're deciding it, and I think some of you are actually just going to go and do it. Yeah, I feel like some of you will be going out and do it. Yeah, because some of you are looking at this relationship right now. See how he's looking at the Pentacles? Some of you might be looking at that right now. You might be looking at, you know, here's a relationship, and you guys might be looking at it right now for singles. Yeah, so some of you singles might be hooking up for some people with the past. And like I said, I feel like it's going to be good and could relate, you know, maybe to heal from the past from you singles, or heal something that wasn't anyone's fault, you know, or circumstances, or just to, you know, maybe move on and someone else will come in for you singles. So you definitely got love coming in, singles, definitely. Yep, it could, like I said, but you guys definitely got love coming. Whether it's to take care of past issues or maybe to hook up with somebody from the past. Whatever the case may be, what you have coming forward is the Knight of Cups. Yep. So basically, you've got love coming in. You've got a message of love coming in. It could be hooking up with somebody from the past, or they might be bringing you a gift of love, or they might be bringing, when you go, they might be bringing someone in for you also that you might fall in love with. So yeah, there's many different circumstances how it could happen. But like I said, so some of you are definitely going to be hooking up this month. Definitely. And guess what? And then you got the Temperance card. So yeah, it'll definitely bring you balance. It's kind of what you want right now. Some of you feel like you need to take care of some past issues, or if there were any past issues, or if circumstances, like I said, where if something broke up, but it wasn't your fault, or it wasn't your partner's fault, it was just time and circumstances. And things like that happen sometimes. Like I said, sometimes happen in their own time. Maybe the timing wasn't right. Sometimes it's all about timing and things like that. Oh, excuse me, I'm just moving around a lot. Yeah, so sometimes it's about timing and moving. So yeah, whatever it is, you definitely got love coming in and you got balance coming in. So yeah, you definitely, like I said, you definitely got choices coming up, or choices what to do for you singles though. But it looks like some of you singles will be hooking up with somebody from the past, or that somebody from the past might be bringing someone to you. And like I said, yeah, with the Knight of Cups, you definitely got love coming in, and it could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio who could be doing it, or somebody who's like the Knight of Cups, who's very romantic, and they're very romantic. It's kind of what you're looking for right now. You're looking for that kind of, for singles. You're looking for that romantic boost. Yeah, so it could be either an Earth sign or a water sign coming in for you, and they're gonna be offering you for you singles a message of love. Definitely, it's going to bring you a lot of balance, and like I said, you'll be strengthening bonds. And like I said, it looks pretty good for you singles for this month. Okay, so now I'm moving over to the couples now. Now we're in the we're into the couples now. Okay, couples. Interesting enough, as the singles, your overall energy is the Two of Swords reverse. What that tells me for couples is that I feel like because you're what you have in the middle here, the Prince of Cups, usually means it's almost like your relationships are trying to get to that next stage, and some of you couples might be having trouble finding balance with that. And it's all about communication too, because I got the fine balance and the throat chakra, the I speak. So what that's telling you right now is you gotta. I feel like you want to find balance, but now you have to vocalize it. Yeah, because I feel like you're stuck. Even though you have love around you in the couples, but I feel like you're stuck because it's reversed. When a Two of Swords reverse, it usually means you're blocking something or you're not saying something. But you definitely got your couples. I mean, it looks good. I mean, with the Page of Cups, that could be almost a rekindling of a relationship, or rekindling. If you're a couple, you could be rekindling your relationship, and this is almost like a new offer. The angel card I got for you is remember who you are. And it basically says you are a powerful, loving, creative child of God. You are very loved. It's also telling, sometimes you got to remember who you are. And if you need to find balance in a relationship, or you need to speak up, then do so. If you're balancing too much, speak up and say, hey, listen, you know what? I need some of the load taken off of me. Or just because you might be going through a lot, you may be needing, like you said, you might be balancing a lot with maybe with work, and trying to balance your work life and your love life, and you might be internalizing it rather than saying it. So right, so what that's telling me is you gotta, like, if you need to speak up and say, I need to find balance now, then you do so. All right, there's nothing wrong with that, because some of you might need it. All right, what's happening in the past is the Emperor card. So in the past, with you couples, you had that authority, you had that remember who you are. But right now with the cards, even though you have couples of love around you, I just feel like there's an imbalance. It's funny because Taurus, the reading I did before, had the same thing for couples too, about an imbalance. Yeah, some sort of imbalances there. I feel like you need to speak up. I feel like something's being blocked, especially with the Two of Swords reverse. It means something's blocking, or you're blocking something. And it could be, I'm just sensing for couples, it's more a lack of balance, so it's closing you up a bit. All right, and what you have below you is the Five of Wands. So I feel like this is more of an internal. battle than an external battle, especially with the Two of Swords reversed. The Five of Wands is telling me, even though you have love around you, I feel like some of you are battling yourself right now. And you need to start speaking up about it. Say, you know, if you're, especially if you're in a relationship, you need to say, you know, I'm balancing too much and I can't take too much anymore. And you need to start, like I said, asserting yourself. You know, be that leader and kind of say, you know what, I need to find balance. You know what, kind of remember who you are, because Geminis are very balanced, especially being an air sign. So what this tells me, like I said, you're more fighting an internal battle right now with you Gemini couples right now, or Geminis in a coupled relationship. Okay. What you have above you is a King of Wands. That's an air sign. An Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. This could be your partner too. It is over the Page of Cups too. Well, because the page of excuse me, the King of Wands is very authoritative. He's a leader. He's a leader. He's very passionate. He's full of passion. Yeah, it's almost like, I don't know. I just feel like some of you Geminis, I feel like you're stuck right now. I just feel like this is an imbalance right here. Your partner might want you to. Your partner may not understand what you're going through right now, so maybe that's what's happening. Maybe your partner's not understanding your imbalance right now with love and work. It's kind of caused a little bit of friction. All right. Yeah, for couples, yeah, I definitely see that though. I feel like like I said, I feel like the Geminis might be closing down a bit because they're very. I just feel like it's almost like they're balancing too much, and they really don't know how to handle it, and they're not speaking up. And you need to speak up if you're imbalanced. You need to say, you know, especially with your partner, rather than holding it in internally, to say, I need to find balance here, or yeah. And the next card you got is the Fool. It's basically telling to find your balance. It's jump in. You know what? Remember who you are. It's telling you, you know what? If there's something wrong, or if you're battling internally, it's telling you take that risk. Open up to your partner. Don't hold it in. You know what? Don't hold back. Use your clarity of thought. Use all those gifts you guys as Geminis have. You know what? And just dive in and just tell them if there's something wrong. Do not internalize it, because it's not going to help you. It's gonna basically, you're gonna be internalizing more conflict if you don't just jump out and take that risk and tell your partner, especially if there's an imbalance. Okay, yeah. And next card you got is the Queen of Swords. So yeah, that tells me you're gonna get your clarity. I feel like all this will pass. You'll get your authority, and for couples, it'll be fine. I just feel like this is a little bit of a passing phase right now, where there's just a lot of imbalances right now with Gemini. So you might be, like I said, you might be shutting off a little bit. But also with the Fool, it just says basically, you know what, just jump in. You know what, just open up, especially if things aren't going right. You know what, just jump in and say, listen, you know what, things aren't going right. Just throw it out there and just remember who you are. All right, and then basically, guess what? The work can begin on the relationship again. The Eight of Pentacles. So basically, yep, work will happen again for your relationships, and it looks like everything will be turning out well. I'm gonna get another card. Oh yeah, definitely. With the Ace of Wands, yeah, your passion will be reignited, so ignited again for couples. So yeah, it's just a passing phase. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. Just open up. If you're like I said, if there's an imbalance or something, whether it be work or love, or maybe it's mixing in together, or maybe your partner don't understand that, don't internalize it. Just talk to them and tell them. Okay, yeah, because once you figure out that, you're gonna get to your Ace of Wands. You'll get the passion will be reignited again. All right, and then the work will be put back into the relationship, and everything will turn out fine. All right, well, Geminis, that's your singles and couples relationship reading. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next month.